So we got some potential classified leaks, and you know what? This is a bit of a different type of video, so stay tuned, buckle up, and let's get into it. So this is a bit of a different type of video than we normally do. This is going to be a reaction video, and what we're going to talk about is, of course, Destro is my spirit animal, a amazing G.I. Joe community YouTube member that has recently done a video on potential classified leaks. Now, according to him, he had an actual insider reach out to him, a person who has access to information, and they provided him with about 11 or 12 different things that were potentially coming to G.I. Joe Classified in the next year or so. So you know what? He asked for comments in his in the video, in his comment section. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a reaction video and go over those 12 things that he mentioned that the insider thought was coming. So Destro is a spirit animal, did an amazing video, and what I'll do, I'll put the link down in the comments below in the pinned comment. You should go watch the original video, but this is just my personal take on what was mentioned in that video. There's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff, and there's some really weird stuff. Anyways, hopefully some of it's true, hopefully most of it's true, but you know what, well, I'll give you my opinions, and then you know what, like Destro's my spirit animal mentioned, basically we just have to wait this out to see if any of this stuff comes true, but I just wanted to talk about it. Let's get into it. First, if you are a fan of the channel, think about hitting that like button. As well, if you're new here, think about hitting that subscribe button. It really does help our channel more than you know. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's get right into it. Like I said, this is a reaction video going over what I personally think on what was said, and you know what, there's about 12 items, and we're going to jump right into it. The first one is apparently there's a Cobra moccasin ready to go, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this. The Cobra moccasin is actually a really cool vehicle from a real American hero, and I actually really enjoy it. Can I see it come to Classified? Yes, I can. How are they going to release this? Are they going to put it on Hasbro Pulse, a build as you go type thing? I don't know. I think this one has the potential to be real. The thing is, if they do get into the Cobra moccasin, it's obviously a water vehicle. I would assume that we would see G.I. Joe vehicles come as well. Maybe the Devilfish as a kind of counterpart to that in a future release. So the Cobra moccasin, I definitely think has potential, but it's going to have to be one of those wait and see items, and I think it might be reliant on how well that Arctic Hiss tank does. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. Next up, we have more retro figures in the form of Firefly and Wild Bill. Now, this thing is interesting because I recently did my own little speculation video a couple weeks ago, and the thing is, retro is an awesome line, and I really enjoy it, okay? And they have any number of classified mainline figures that they can add to retro, so the fact that this person's like Firefly and Wild Bill, sure, Firefly can come. I speculate that maybe Shipwreck and Spirit are gonna come. So any of those figures can come to retro, and I think this is quite possible. The only problem here is Wild Bill. Wild Bill was part of the HasLab. It's kind of interesting that they would release Wild Bill in the retro card back. Obviously they're gonna change the paint apps a bit, but that was one of the whole points of the HasLab, was that you get that original character. So that one's a bit iffy. I could totally see Firefly coming. Anybody that they haven't done as of yet could come to retro. Definitely retro is going to continue. So I mean, we'll have to just wait and see about this. Firefly possible, Wild Bill not as much possible in my own opinion. Now, next up is one of these things that I'm personally not interested in. A Fatal Fluffy come to G.I. Joe Classified. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I sat down to watch that series, that 5-part series, the Pyramids of Darkness, I believe, and I couldn't even get through it because the Fatal Fluffy thing was just like out of this world. I have no interest as a G.I. Joe Classified collector in a Fatal Fluffy. I don't know if you guys out there want it. Let me know in the comments if you're all for a Fatal Fluffy, but for me, no interest. So I'm hoping this one's on the false side. I'm moving on. Let's go. Okay, next up we have Zanya with the Swamp Skier Chameleon. Now, I already did my own video on this last week where, you know, the G.I. Joe team teased the ski at CCXP, and a lot of people in the community think it is Zartan and Swamp Skier, and I came up with the idea, I'm sure other people did as well, that I do think Zanya and the Swamp Skier or the Chameleon will be released together. The G.I. Joe Hasbro team loves to include female characters with the small vehicles, so I do think that's a way to pack those together. Like I said, I did my own video on that. I do think there's a chance that this could come true. Now, the next one, Heart Wrencher and the Dreadnought Trike. See, this is where it starts to get a bit off the rails for me personally. The two things. I'm gonna be honest with you as well. Another thing, I don't even know who Heart Wrencher is. I believe from the picture that Destro, is my spirit animal, showed, she's a comic book character, and I'm not familiar with the character, so I don't know if she's from IDW or Devil's Due. I'm not really sure. Anyways, long story short, I guess I could see her coming at some point, but the idea of the Dreadnought Trike or the Dreadnought motorcycle trike, there's no way that can come out. Like, there's so many more vehicles that people are requesting besides that. I know a lot of people love Dreadnoughts, okay, but the idea is that, you know, we'll talk about some more later in the video, but like we already talked about the Swamp Skier and the Dreadnought Trike. I cannot see that happening. I have a lot of G.I. Joe Real American Hero, and I was running out of stuff to buy, and I broke down and bought the trike because I had no interest in it, but I traded for it actually, and it's still in the bag that I got it because I don't think it's a very interesting vehicle, and I don't think a lot of people are clamoring to have that as part of Classified, and I would classify that as a mistake if they do that. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, another potential huge mistake in my eyes. The thing is, they showed that leash off, and I don't even remember when they showed that off. Anyways, long story short, I missed that, but according to the insider that wrote Destro is my spirit animal, that person is saying that it belongs to a maybe possible original character that has a Velociraptor as its animal and possibly related somewhat to the Dino Hunters series. Bro, no. Like, whoever's doing these deep cuts at like the Classified, the G.I. Joe Hasbro team, just stop. Just do normal figures. Like, this would have to be some kind of exclusive. Like, that's the only way this can get done, is that like limited run, because I don't think there's anyone asking for this, and I don't think it would be popular. Hopefully that turns a different way. Not interested whatsoever in Dino Hunters or like a Velociraptor. Next up, we have Dusty and Sandstorm. Now, this one is totally plausible. Of course, as G.I. Joe Classified continues, they're going to go further and further down the line throughout the years. Dusty and the Sandstorm, his dog, sure, yeah, I could totally see this coming in the next few waves or whatever, because they've got to continue on. So sure, this one has plausibility. Now, related to that Dusty and, you know, possibly that Snake Eyes we got last year, there's possibly a desert sub team coming. I mean, once again, plausible if the G.I. Joe Classified team was looking to say maybe repaint a few characters in a desert motif to sell an extra couple of characters. I guess it's plausible that could work out. I don't know how interested I am. I didn't pick up that Snake Eyes that was in the desert motif. I mean, we would have to wait and see about this one. It has a chance. It has some potential depending on what they did, but not at the top of my list. Now, next up, we're at number 9 here, I think, out of 12. The Thunder Machine. Now, I've done several videos. I've mentioned it in several videos that I do think that the next potential HasLab will be the Thunder Machine. And now a lot of people are not sure that it's HasLab material. I think if the Hasbro team enlarged it a bit, it could be a HasLab. That being said, maybe it will fall under made to order. But I do think either way, some way, made to order or HasLab, we will get the Thunder Machine. People love the Dreadnoughts, so they're going to expand on that. But like right away, we're talking in this video alone, Thunder Machine, Swamp Skier, and the Dreadnought Trike. All three of those things can't happen, I don't think. And right away, let's cut that Trike out because that can't happen. Everyone wants a Swamp Skier because it's related to Zartan. It's an original and Real American Hero item, and the Thunder Machine. So there you have it. Those two are more plausible than the Trike. Now, number 10 is Destro's Despoiler. Iron Grenadier's Destro. I already did a video about this, speculating that it would be a coming exclusive because it's a nice sized vehicle like Serpentor's Air Chariot put into Destro. I think it could easily be an upcoming exclusive at some point, similar to Serpentor. I mean, yeah, sure, I would love to have this. I think we've gotten a number of Iron Grenadiers that they need Destro as well. So yes to this one. Number 11 would be another Hiss Tank strike team, and I mean, I guess potentially we could see an Arctic Hiss Tank strike team, an easy repaint from maybe either a bunch of new characters or either the same ones that were in the original Hiss Tank strike team that was released. The only thing I find weird about this is that we would get another Cobra strike team before we would get any kind of G.I. Joe strike team to go with the Snowcat, because the Hiss Tank is going to be after the Snowcat, so that's kind of out of order for me. So I mean, it has potential. It could happen. I mean, it's now outlandish like a Velociraptor. It might come true. Editor here. While of course we were making this video, the Hasbro team did reveal these two new Arctic Cobra repaints in the Drift Viper and the Saw Viper. And is there a chance potentially that the insider thought that these repaints were going to be part of an Arctic strike team, or is there still yet to another Arctic strike team coming? So some truth to what has been said that we do have Arctic repaints, so we'll have to see if we see more of these in the future. Then the last one, number 12, is another ferret. Now, this thing, I think could also be true. We already they had the Cobra one, which everyone knows. They had the Tiger Force one, which everyone knows. And there's no real other version of it in the Real American Hero line, but that's okay because look at how many Ram cycles they produced. They produced the original one, a Tiger Force one, a Night Force one. So I do think that, yeah, we could potentially see a Night Force ferret or anything else down the line. Maybe for that desert sub team. Anything is possible. The Hasbro team does love to reuse molds or whatever. So I do think a new ferret could definitely be potentially coming in the future. So once again, this is just my reaction, my own opinions on what was mentioned in Destro is My Spirit Animals video. He did a great job in his video. Make sure you go watch his opinions as well. And you know, we'll have to see. These things are long-term ideas, like vehicles, a lot of characters that we haven't mentioned yet. There haven't been pipeline reveals on many of these characters. So I do think some of this has potential. Some of it is horrible. Dino Force or Dino Hunters, the Dreadnought Trike, you've heard my opinions. Let me know what your opinions are too. Put them down in the comments section below and just let me know. Like, of all the 12 things that were mentioned in my video related to Destro is My Spirit Animals original video, pick out your top thing that you would like to see and the worst thing mentioned out of the list as well. Put it in the comments. Let's have some kind of discussion. You know what? If you've stayed this long, why not watch this next video right here? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.